Banter fam, are we going to get a catalyst today? We need a catalyst, right? Markets are just slowly draining sideways at the moment, slow pushes to the downside. Okay, but what we do obviously have today is FOMC. Now, FOMC can be a very big catalyst. It's been a bounce area or bounce event many times over the last 12 months. And it's also been a very good indicator to reverse the dominance to the downside. So again, we are in defense mode, but I do want to speak to you guys about a couple of trades that I am still in and that I have taken freshly today into the event. I do want to go through the both scenarios of the numbers coming out. If they go bad, if they go good, if they come out as actual, what does this mean for the actual market? But we cannot allow our bull caps to get thrown away. We have to know that the bottoms are coming at any point now, and this could be a major catalyst. So guys, I want to get us prepared for FOMC. I want to show you guys a indicator that is flashing a couple of buys and why I am taking these buys right now. And I'm going to show you the positions that I have taken. I've taken 4 altcoin positions going into FOMC, and I am fishing when no one is fishing. So those who are here today, no one's here at the lake today. No one wants to fish, right? It's cold. It's miserable. It's terrible, right? It hasn't been great over here. We're going to be there with our fishing rods, and we're going to get ready for the next trades. I'm wasting time. Let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like sniper. Welcome to Sheldon's show.
Hey, Banter fam, we have FOMC today. How are we doing? Brent's channel, hit the subscribe button, like it up. Guys, where's my bulls at? Keep the heads up high. If we keep it up high, get the likes up on the video. I'm going to give away some bid funded. I'll give away 3 sniper clubs. Let's get the vibes going. Markets are terrible, I know, but keep your head strong. We keep fighting every day. Let's go. Fish dog, what's up? Gazer, what's up? Bring more, Maddie. Stefan, what's up? Yes, be happy, be happy, be happy. You know what? We are pre-rich, guys. We're pre-rich. It's a good day, okay? As long as you made the trigger in your brain that you're rich, we are pre-rich. The money comes next, right? Keep that in your brain. Keep that motivation in your brain. I promise you, you're going to see this bank account grow very quickly, but it starts with the mindset. We are not struggling right now. We are pre-rich. We're going through the hurdles. After this is a free, beautiful road of hitting 300 miles per hour, and we are going to enjoy it together. Heads up. Keep fighting. Let's go. Okay, let's jump into it. We have FOMC today, right? So this is going to bring volatility. FOMC has marked out many times. I actually want to see here which charts we have marked up. You know, Matt's in the UK. I need you back, Matt.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
So I don't know where all my stuff is anymore. You know, but oh, here it is. Okay, amazing. We miss
next
you,
Monday.
Sir.
Next Monday.
Miss you. Say less, fam. Okay, here we go. We have FOMCs. The green ones are obviously when we had better numbers than expected, right? And then we have when we basically hit the actual events. You could see that throughout over the last year, FOMC hasn't been too bad when it comes to the pump side, right? We have had the 2 rejections over here, this rejection over here. We've had around 3 rejections, and we have had around the 5 or so bounce points. We've even had it accelerating to these areas as well. Now, what's quite interesting is when we pull down into FOMC, we actually release after FOMC pretty strong, right? When we usually pump into FOMC, then we tend to have it as a reversal. So this is a nice thing to see that we have been pulling down into these areas over here. Bitcoin is still in a bull flag. Okay, even if it drops to 100 at any point now, it is still in a bull flag, and it's still worth fighting. We do have, and it's quite interesting, you showed me a oil chart this morning, that the oil chart, what is the ticker here? We want to show you guys something, because the oil chart is basically going to give us an indication, right? ECO. Futures over here. This one. Funds. Let's see. Oh, BCO. Let's have a look. Okay. All. I want to see that chart that you sent. Maybe send this one. Okay. So this is obviously a bit of an indication at the moment. You know, there's a bit of war escalating. So this is flying through the roof. Okay. But what we can see is there is a ton of resistance firstly sitting. We are right in resistance now. Right, in these areas over here, we do have RSI sitting at the top. And if this can show us an early sign here of us starting to drop off, you can see the daily over here, the daily stocks are sitting at the top. this could be a good sign that maybe some good news is incoming. It's crazy how charts will always kind of give you a little bit of information, but we are at a critical point here. Things are about to escalate, okay, or it's about to be resolved, okay? And that's why for us, we've got to remember that until we have smashed through resistance, we do remain bearish on this chart, right? We do remain in this area that this is going to reject. RSIs are overbought over here. The 1 hour is starting to turn a little bit. Yeah, we're starting to break some trends over here. Let's draw the trend in. There's the trend breaks. If this gives us an indication of drop, it does tell us that, hey, maybe some piece is incoming, right? And that's it, guys. The moment that maybe happens at any point now, we will have a lot more of confidence back within the market. I think this is the big point, right? We have the stock market sitting at big resistances right now. It's actually not too bad, but it is sitting outside of the lower trend here. We are still making the sideways flag over here. Daily stocks are getting to the bottom. It is showing that at any point, confidence and this fear will kind of be removed from the market and confidence will start stepping in. Then Bitcoin will start rallying again. Bitcoin is actually holding incredibly well. And why altcoins are kind of getting sucked dry right now is because Bitcoin will always be the safest asset that people kind of jump to. So again, keep that bull hat on, keep that momentum going, and don't lose it, right? Okay, so let's get back over here to the FOMC. I also want to show you guys the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, FOMC is actually a good friend of Bitcoin dominance, right? If we look at this over here, we look at the last few times of Bitcoin dominance. You could see here on the weekly, you could see that the last time it actually marked the beautiful top and we saw a nice little pop within the market. That was thanks to FOMC, right? You could see over here, this was actually acceleration points over here. This was a point of rejection over here, a point of rejection, a point of rejection, a point of rejection. This one continued through. So you could see that FOMC, if it goes in our favor and we do have a bounce within the markets, you are going to see a drop within the Bitcoin dominance. And that's all that we're waiting for. We could see this slowly trickling up. And I will tell you every single damn time, if this was an altcoin, I'd be bearish on this altcoin, right? This is slowly moving up in an uprising wedge. It's moving slow. It's losing steam. At any point, you're going to see this fat red candle is going to come out of nowhere. And it's going to happen that fast, where the market's going to be from uncertainty to bullish incredibly quickly. Our goal is to be in before that actually happens, because that's what's going to give us the lead against the rest of the market, right? We don't want to be the opposite team, right? The team that kind of runs from these type of things as well. Remember, on the weekly over here, Bitcoin has a lot of support to the downside. So to be bearish now is crazy. Short-term bearish makes sense. When it comes to high time frame, do not lose faith and understand that we are still in a bull market for 2025. Okay, let's go through the scenarios. I have 2 scenarios for you guys. Okay, and then I have a bunch of signals that I want to talk about. You guys all know that I have been in the space now for 4 or 5 years. Okay, and you guys all know that I've been building my own indicator, right? Now, this is my indicator that I use for my trading, right? We have been making a few other versions that I'm looking, okay, to Basic Express, but I do want to show you guys what my indicator is basically saying at this point as well. I've worked very long, very hard on building this. This is my charting. This is everything that I've done, right? There's now Sheldon in my pocket because I was kind of tired of TA. Can I please have a charger in my laptop? It's about to die. 2 secs. There we go. Cool. Over here. And this for me has become something super powerful, something that's in my pocket every single day. And I just want to show you guys what this is telling me, right? I am now slowing down a little bit on the short-term trading, and I'm basically moving slightly mid-term, right? Just because the market is so volatile right now, it's kind of like it goes up, comes down. Unless you are really taking profits, right? It's kind of just chopping around. So what I'm doing is I'm moving slightly mid-term, and I want to catch the bigger swing. Right, I want to catch the biggest swing and go back over here and show you guys that for me, the biggest swing is going to be from us at any point now. Here's the total 3 chart. At any point now, we start pushing up into the higher barriers over here. That's the biggest swing that I want to catch. That's a 20, 30, 40% move. And that's what I want to move. Instead of getting chopped out over here, a little bit less leverage, okay, slow down a little bit and actually trade for the bigger move. That will help me preserve energy in the times of chop and actually make me survive the stage. Because again, I'm going to tell you, survive the damn stage. Just survive. That's all you got to do. Don't lose motivate. Don't lose anything, because you're going to beat yourself up when this market pops and you didn't get an entry. Even though the losses mean nothing, guys. Your losses come back when you have a good entry that you can build on top of, right? So that's the important thing. So jumping back here to the indicator, okay, there is a couple of calls that this is giving me and what I'm actually trading right now. Okay, so what it means is I've now shifted to the daily chart. Okay, and again, this is my secret sauce. This is everything in the background that's in play over here. But I want to show you what it's indicating. It is telling me that there is a long right now to get ready for on ETH. There's a long on Solana to get prepared for. There's a long on Dogecoin, and there's a long on AVAX. So out of all the coins that we have over here, these are the 4 that are really showing us strong levels and showing us strength of these tokens are going to pop the hardest, but they're also at incredible levels. So I want to show you guys a couple of the trades that I'm building up, right? ETH is now in support. You can see it very clearly. What I love about, obviously, the indicator is how it just tracks all my support and resistances for me, right? I don't even have to draw one of these boxes. Everything was kind of done. And what it also does is it really works out a key level of stop losses. Right, you can see over here under the trends, you can see how this beautifully works out stop loss areas over here too. This is now printing for me that we are getting to a long area on ETH. Why? Because daily stocks are getting to the bottom. We're at support right now. Okay, there's a lot of reasons of what, but I do want to show you guys that this is now currently the trades that I am taking within the indicator, right? So I wasn't even meant to speak about it today, but
Why don't I have this indicator?
No.
When did this indicator launch that I don't even know about it? Where can I have the indicator, bro?
So for me, waking up every day and charting. Once I learned good systems over the last couple of years, we decided, hey, we can build this into a robot that does it for us.
Okay, but why don't I have it?
Because you're not allowed to have it. It's mine. No, it doesn't work like that, bro.
Can I buy it?
No.
Why?
Because like this is my one.
Can they buy it?
No, I'm working on other features to see if they can, but no. Like this one is mine. However, I'm gonna share the trades with them.
So it's basically just Sheldon's indicator in Sheldon's pocket.
Yes, sir. So that every day I can just give them trades in the bull market quick, and I don't have to sit and charts every day. It's done it for me. What happens if I didn't have sleep last night because my kids were keeping me up? What happens if these things were happening? Like,
so you're saying, okay, I want to make sure I understand this. So you built the indicator
yes,
that tells you when to buy and sell.
yes, and I can share that information to the audience.
But if we want to buy the indicator, it's not going to.
No, because it's my little secret sauce. But I love the community, and I'm gonna make up like, yeah.
I mean.
What, sir? No. You can't comment. You know how hard I worked on this, and now I must just give it away.
I just want to in the chat. It just in the chat. I just want to hear because I want to hear in the chat. Yeah, like I want to hear like. Do you think that this is fair what Sheldon's doing? That he's built an indicator that like, and he shows you the indicator.
No, I'm going to show the calls, the stop losses every day.
On the screen.
Yeah, come on. No.
In the chat. I wonder what the chat says here, bro.
What if it's fair?
Yeah, give it away. You see? Give it. It's not fair, bro.
Bro, it's how I can give a lot of altcoins every day, quick, easy, beautiful. And it's not Sheldon. Now I've got kids now, and I don't sleep at night. So when I chart every day, I may not see it correctly. This thing,
free the indicator.
See, but this thing, at least I know every day. I can give them the calls, and it's set up. It works beautifully. No emotions, no nothing. It's done. Look at that. Long, baby.
Yes,
put your stop loss over here. Yeah, but you can see it.
No, but I want to have that on my trading view, bro.
I'll think about it. It's bear market, bro. You're gonna protect the secret sauce. Okay. Bro, if you want the indicator, watch my show every day.
Indicator I've ever seen that you can't buy.
Yeah, because it's my personal. Like, this is how I trade my money. Like, this is things that happen in the background.
Bro, your wife, your car, your kids, that's personal. The indicator, it's not personal, bro. Your private keys.
This is my trading wife, bro.
Your private keys personal, bro.
This is my robot wife.
No, your private keys personal, bro.
No, this is my robot wife. This is me.
Your private keys personal.
Another version of me.
Personal, your car personal, your wife personal, your friends, your PA personal. Indicator.
Oh yeah. Okay, amazing guys. So let's go through it over here. If you look at it, so again, this is coming now into long zones. ETH is now in long zone. Here is stop loss. So again, calculated stop loss. Let's just move this over and see if I can move this. That's what I love about it. A little secret source over here. Let me just move my box over. Where is my box? Where is my box? Where is my box? Screener, yes. Make it smaller so I can see. Yes, okay. Make it smaller. Okay, there we go. We can see beautifully how this is sitting under the support zone. This is telling us that if we lose these supports, guys, there is a bigger pullback incoming. Right? So for me, it's quite easy on where to protect myself right now and where to put stops. Already calculate beautifully. So stop losses now in the areas of around the early 2,300. So I want to show you guys the trade that I've taken over here. Lower leverage now. I'm on 3Xs and 4Xs. No 10Xs right now. Once the market moves, I'm going to adjust this and build this up quicker. But again, I'm fighting these areas over here. So the entry over here that I've taken is on E. Okay, and the stop losses, like I say, are in those areas over here. Let's go back in the areas here of the $2,350 mark over there. So that's the first. The next ones, let's make this bigger again over here. Okay, and what's amazing about this, I can put longs and shorts. I can put it all. Okay, but I'm looking at longs right now. Okay, let's make this bigger again. Let's open up. Okay, next one in the house here is Solana. So the indicator is calling Sol trades into the zone. When these lines are dotted like this, okay, I want to show you guys, this is a very strong support zone that we are building over here, right? This is where we have seen multiple rejections and multiple bounce zones. So this is highlighting for me a very important support zone in these areas over here. And it's coming straight back into the long zone over here, right? You can see where the TPs are sitting. The TPs are sitting and saying that once we are done these moves over here, Sol is getting ready for a push to that $200, what I've been speaking about many times, right? And you can see it sitting that once we through here now, remember, a lot of shorts are going to be, or a lot of longs are going to get removed from the market again. Once the market is now longed out, okay, that's going to go for the shorts. And the shorts are sitting in these areas over here. So it's showing me that once we get through here, a strong push up into the $200 mark. My buy zones are sitting over here. Let's make it a bit smaller again so we can see it. Let's go over here. Smaller so we can see the buy zones. Okay, there we go. So these buy zones are sitting at this 142 and this 147. We've just hit the major first zone over there as well. Now let's go in over here. Guys, do you want me to go through a couple of altcoins of the indicator for you guys? Give me your indicators, pop them in the chat. Oh, not the indicators. Give me your tokens, pop them in the chat. I'll put the indicator and it will tell you what it's thinking on all different time frames. Right? We'll go through it. So again, I have now entered a Solana trade in these areas over here, 3-4Xs. I have a bit of a busy afternoon, so I'm not going to fight for the extra 2-3%. I'm happy. Lower leverage. I'm in over here. Show you guys. Go back over here. Stop losses in the areas of 133. Right? 133, 132. Is where the stop loss areas are over there. Okay, next one that it's shouting and screaming along on is coming into the Doge areas, right? Let's see the Doge longs over here. You could see the strong support zones. Okay, multiple rejections, multiple bounce zones. RSI is getting to the bottom, right? Areas over here telling me get ready to prepare for some longs in these areas. Your buy zones are sitting basically the early 16 cents to the 17-cent mark. A stop loss territory. This is what I love about the indicator, right? Again, this is going to make it so easy every day that I can just give you so many. Remember, don't think about the hard times now. Think about when this market's moving again and pumping again, how fast we can go through damn alts now, right? Stop loss is easy, everything's strong, right? Look how, without me drawing anything over here, look how me putting in a damn Fibonacci, look how the stop loss is putting straight under the fib. Right? Calculated beautifully, nice and clean, right? So there is the zones over here. The bounce zones for Doge are basically this early 16-cent mark to the 17-cent mark over there as well. Okay, stop loss areas is the 15.4. So again, I don't want to go super high leverage over here. Okay, I want to make sure low leverage starts something. Once we break these trends, we'll be adding a lot to the positions. The main thing is to keep focused within the game. The next one over here that is preparing for some buys, let's have a look, okay, is AVAX. AVAX is preparing for some buys. So let's go through the AVAX chart. You can see AVAX has a ton of support areas. Once you see price moves up, this box turns green. It's telling you it's now pushing into the demand zone. And demand, right? Yes, demand. I always get confused with demand and supply. Supply is upside, right? Okay, demand zone. Okay, support is what I call it. Look how beautifully right under the stop loss is put under the beautiful fib, nice and easy. Now, why is it calling a buy over here? Because this is known as the the golden zone when it comes to Fibonacci's, right? It's basically between your 786 and your 618, known as the golden pocket. And this is where we look for strong bounce zones. This is where we want to protect ourselves. So the buy zones here are between the 17.5 and the areas of the $19 mark. Right now we're below that area, so that's great, of the top zone. And the stop losses are sitting at the 17.2. So the bottom of the zone is a 17.5. There we go. Okay, so AVAX is the next one that is in the hot zones. Ones that are loading, that are not here yet, but it's telling you to get ready for. Okay, let's make this big again so we can see it. Okay, is a XRP. Get ready for a XRP that is loading. Okay, again, guys, tomorrow if the markets want to break some supports and stuff, there's all this thing will go red in shorts, right? There'll be tons of shorts because the market's coming down hard, right? For now, we have to remain in the zones over here. XRP is loading. Chainlink is loading as well. Let's go and look on the 1 hour for any short-term traders. Let's see if there's anything printing on the 1 hour. This is what's great. Every time you trade, you change to the different time frames. It goes through all the alts over here. And look how you could even go and click this over here. And you can also choose any altcoins you wanted to basically have on the screener. Right, this one's telling me get ready for XRP on the 1 hour and BNB on the 1 hour as well. Right, so I can go through any time frame for any different trades that I want to take. Let's see if there's anything on the 15 minutes right now that is getting ready. Let's see. Let it load up. Nothing right now. It's telling you now for any short-term trades, nothing here just yet. Be a little bit more patient. Incredible, right? Fantastic. Okay, let's go through my analysis and what my thoughts are for the day on Bitcoin. Here is the bull scenario. If we pull down into FOMC, usually we pump into FOMC. Let's see how markets work a little bit later when they start to open up, right? But this is the bull scenario where we basically go down for another hour or two, then we actually rip. Okay, and then we have a trap from FOMC and then we exit strong. This is the play that I'm playing for and the trades that I'm taking for. There's also this scenario over here, which is the V-shaped drop that FOMC likes to sometimes create. Because again, if we look at the numbers over here, the previously expected was 4.5. Okay, the previous actual was 4.5. Today's expected at 4.5 again. 4.4 would be great, right? 4.6, nice little immediate little bit of fear within the market. So again, I'm going to go through this as plan A, where we actually get actual or we get to the areas of something greater. Okay, which means a lower number or lower percentage. And if we go to this one over here, this is if we get a higher percentage and there's a little bit of shock within the market. Drop into the zone of the I'm not seeing 90,000. I'm not seeing any of those yet. Seeing it drop down into the 102, 103. And then from there, we start to get going. Guys, this is turbulence. This is speed humps. You could see how volatile. Look how volatile this market is right now. It's manipulated. It's confused right now. Once we threw this, we were in this phase. I remember we were in this phase. We were in it over here when I was in Dubai. Okay, and we're in it over here, okay, for a while. Okay, once you exit it, it's going to be beautiful, it's going to be great, and markets are going to be ripping incredibly strong. Bitcoin dominance is pushing up, but remember, Bitcoin dominance has a lot of resistance still ahead of it. So again, if FOMC can play it out beautifully and we can have the Bitcoin dominance reject the way it has done multiple times, you could see that dominance has dropped multiple times, okay? When it comes, it's actually quite a lot. Right, it's like nearly 60% of the time that we've actually had this dropping to the downside over there as well. Okay, Total 3, there's Total 3. Remember, there is support here and tons of support areas sitting over there as well. Okay, guys, before I jump in, can everyone put their tokens? Put your tokens and like up the stream. And the more you like it up, the more tokens I'm going to be giving. And again, I'll give away some Bitfunded and I'll give away some 𝗦𝗔𝗔𝗥𝗏 clubs as well. Right? Let's pump it up. So before we get going with that, I want to remind you, the best school I've ever done is launching in 6 days' time. Okay. Now, the way you get in is using an exchange link. Okay. It's free for you guys. You just got to use an exchange link. Now, I have two really good deals. The one I have here is 𝗬𝗏𝗡𝗏. 𝗬𝗏𝗡𝗏 has a strong bonus. They actually have a promotion at the moment that you get into a top tier. If you sign up on my link, you get a top tier. Okay. When it comes to their grading systems, you get discount of how much? I think it's up to 20% on fees.
Yeah, 20% off of fees.
On trading fees. If you're a trader, and tell me the next, Matt.
And then also free airdrops. You get a whole lot of free airdrops as well.
Free airdrops. Amazing. Okay, that's great. Okay. And remember, there is a competition at the moment. There is a competition that's going for $5,000. So there's 𝗬𝗏𝗡𝗏. Then we also have BTC.D with a 10% bonus for first-time deposits. okay, up to $10,000. So that's incredible. Lots of deals with any of these exchange links, which you will find below in the description. Let's go down. Let's find this over here. Let's go down. Any of those links over here, let's show you where the links are. Here's the links at the bottom over here. We've got 𝗬𝗡𝗡 and BTC.D will be there as well in today's video. And then you go here to Sniper School, you click on it, okay, and you go and register. I promise you, it is going to be incredible. My roadmap of how I got to $1 million. I've been in the space for 4 years now, okay. I will also be teaching you guys exactly how I built my indicator. Every source that I have within the indicator, you are going to find in this event. I'm going to show you that the first steps here is build your foundation, build your full understanding of the tools that you need, know the routes that you're going, and then automate your system. Teach you how to automate it, that you just pop on every day and your charts do all the work for you, right? But the main thing is to know the source to make that. So I will be going through the entire indicator and everything inside this event, okay, that is happening now in 6 days' time. Go and start the journey. I promise you, it is going to be incredible, and never, ever, ever be afraid to work hard on the red days. So quick recap, go here below. That's where you'll find your exchange links. You have to be using a Sniper exchange link, then register for the school over here. And once you're in 6 days' time, we do the next big major event. Okay, let's jump through. Who wants to talk a bit on indicator vibes? Let's go. Okay, so what you got to do for me is you need to pop your token, okay, and then give me STMTLT. Give me long-term view, short-term view, mid-term view. Then I can go to the right time frames. Before we do that, Matt, let's give away something. Let's give away something. I have, well, not give away. I got to buy the BitFunded. But we got to be a community right now, and let's help others. So, BitFunded. Remember, it's prop trading. So you get to trade with, you get to go through 2 stages. Okay, see this is closed over here. And if you get through it, you trade with money that is not yours. So it's the best way to start with leverage. It's incredible for, I think, an $80 package, which is the one I'm going to give away now. Okay, and you unlock, you get to trade with $5,000. So who wants a BitFunded? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. Roll it up. Get the likes up too. Get it up. Guys, we got to keep pushing through. If I must become an entertainer, then that's what I'll do. If I'll play games here to keep us entertained, then that's what I'll do, right? We got to keep focused in this market right now. Fish Dog. Cool name, bro. You get a BitFunded. Okay, next. Who wants a BitFunded? Let's go. Integrity Design, BitFunded. Guys, go below in the description. You will find a giveaways at Banter. You'll find an email over there. Am I right? Sniper giveaways. Go below there. That's you. Prove that that's you. And we'll send through the count and you will get the count, right? You get going. It's perfect time to start the count as well. I think we need an indicator and BitFunded collab. I think that sounds pretty good. Okay, let's go again. Autonomous. What an awesome episode. Thank you. I appreciate that. You get a BitFunded. Okay, let's go. Let's jump to the next. Let's go through. Okay, Maddie, bring up a couple of tokens. We're going to have a look. I'm going to take this off for now. Okay, I'm going to take this off and I'm going to, let's just move the screener. Okay, and we're going to then look at a couple of tokens for everyone else. Let's go. I'll do a little bit more giveaways later. Okay, let's go. Give me some information there, please, on which tokens. CRV. Now, again, this indicator is getting strong, but maybe on some tokens. Does it read? It reads all of them, huh? All of them. Okay. Let it load up. Let it load up. Let it load up. Okay. So someone is saying short time frame. Let's have a look and see the short time frame. Okay. Say again. Yeah. Okay, let's go through. Let's see 15 minutes. Let's see what is printing out over here. I'm actually we're gonna put the longs and the shorts on here. So you can see exactly what this thing is calling here. Oh. How's that short? Huh? How's that stop loss? Huh? So again, what's nice about this, right, is it's showing you now that right now the definite bears are winning right now. But what's nice about this is it's longs and shorts, right? It's just saying, hey, we're in resistance now. There's a couple of 4 or 5 indicators inside this itself. That called the short beautifully over there, and it's actually showing support over here. So now let's look at long territories. Right now, this is saying that the support right now, it's telling us that there's a 5% drop incoming. And that kind of makes sense to our first scenario we spoke, 3 to 4%. So it's saying here on the short time frame, our big buy zones to be paying attention to is a little bit lower in these areas here, of around the 55-cent mark over here. That's where we should look at bounce zones. Okay, amazing. And then if we want to look at some stop losses, again, once the trigger goes through, it will give you a stop loss. Okay, it will tell you that your stop should be in the areas around the 54-cent mark over there as well. Again, on this, so it will only print it when it's ready. So right now, not ready for longs. Why? Because a couple of RSI still have to make their way down, right? See there? Still got to come down. If it holds this zone and this hits the bottom, that will turn green and the buy signal will come off. Another thing to do here as well, okay, is to pop in a nice little trend line. And when that breaks, things will start flying. But how's that short, guys? Beautiful. Coming into the TP. Look at that. Get into that TP, baby. I think we need to start like a live trading again, huh? We just trade the damn indicator on 5 minutes. Yeah. So again, I'm not going to share everything yet, guys, but I will share the trades. Like, of course. This is actually what it's built for, so we can fly through trades all the damn time. Okay, amazing. Let's go. Okay, next thing, next coin. We've short time. Okay. Yeah, it's what's great about it is it's non-biased anyway. Okay, let's see. Oof, it is dropping, huh? Short time frame. It's dropping hot here. Let's see here. Oh my god. How's this thing shorts? Huh? So this thing called the short on Sunday, 3 days ago. Look at that. It would have told you to take TP here. Yeah, it dropped a bit more, but damn, that's like that's quite 8% short over there. Incredible. Okay, so it's not showing any longs right now. It's not showing any supports here right now. Let's zoom out a little bit more and see where the bigger ones are. Okay, so there's down there. Let me just go through a couple of the time frames here. Okay, so it looks like we are going down to the bottom supports, guys. Yeah, there we go. So the bottom supports are here. So it looks like, again, brace yourself. Looks like the market wants to come down another 5 to 8%. See, right? Imagine I did that with his show. Imagine. Okay, so this one's telling us your big supports are the 4.7 to the 4.9. That's where your big supports are. That's where you should look at more buy zones over there. And again, the higher time frame is the better buy, right? So short time frame is telling you now, don't waste your time. Okay, next one. Why are you screaming there when I'm doing my show here? Bro, look at this. Just show you here. Come look here. How's that short that this thing printed, huh? Jeez, like it, bro. Let me show you another one. Let me show you another one. Let me show you this. Let me show you this over here. Let's show you. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that short. I'm so happy. You know why? Because every day. Yeah. Is it a deal, guys?
Just put on. Just see what it looks like. Just see what it looks like.
What do you think, guys? Should I give Rand live access to the indicator? Lifetime. You know what I love about this though, bro? Is we humans and we have stuff going on in life. This is so cool that it's like there's no emotions there. Look at that short, bro. Let's see. What do you guys think? What do you think? Nice watch, huh? Nice watch, bro. Jeez, I'm surprised you didn't have to sell it to buy the dip, bro. No, we'll talk. We'll talk. Okay, let's go through. Next one, guys. So again, everything's telling us big supports at the bottom over here, right? Kind of makes sense. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Let's actually look at what this is telling us on Bitcoin. Okay, so there's no major supports over here just yet. Where's the big supports? Let's see. Okay. So this thing is telling us the 103. 103. 103. Yeah. No, that I'll show them that on school. So the main event, I'll show them everything. I'll show them how to set everything and how I do it. Yeah, school, guys. Make sure you join school. Promise you, it's going to be so worth it. It's going to be incredibly worth it. I've never done this stuff before. New course, come on. Automated Sheldon. Okay. Next one over here. Okay, I just want to go here quickly to the high time frame. Where's it? Look at that. There's the supports. Okay, so again, stay strong today. Okay, next one. That short term. Guys, why does everyone say short? Are you guys like in trades, huh? Stressing a little bit there. Trust me, I get it. I get it. It can be very stressful. Okay, so 4 hour, your supports are here. That's telling everything around 5%. And then we're hitting a lot of support, like big supports. Look at all the resistance ahead there. Like big supports are incoming. Let's go through short time frame over here. See where we're at. See if there's anything strong here. No buy signals just yet. So again, just means protect yourself under these major lows here. For now, not even on the 15. However, it shouldn't be far. We do start to break here. Yeah, not yet. So no major buy signals here. So put a tight stop. It's telling you that lower down is where the juice is. That's where the buy zones are sitting. Okay, beautiful. Next one. 𝗦𝗛𝗡𝗥, short time frame. Okay, let's go. Short time frame. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Bruh. These damn shorts, huh? Huh? That's such a power short, bro. Are you kidding me? Look at that. And you know why this works so good? Because we've built it, but we know I'm perma bull. This is great because it's like neutralized. It just tells you, hey, here's the short. Like, go. You know, it's amazing. Like, and that's the problem, guys. That's my downfall, right? Is I kind of look at things in the one direction the whole time, and that's fine. I got strengths to it. I know how to make it work in that favor. But it is good to have a a neutralized system. Like, look at that, and it just tells you TP now. Huh, bro? That's a banger. Like, what is that percentage? I'm gonna even take it like from down here. 19% short. Huh? Stunning. Okay. Let's get in here. Let's see what's in the 1 hour. No buys, nothing. It's telling us down. So let's go to high time frames and look at where the bigger supports are. Okay, let's see. I actually want to go to the daily here and see what the dailies are saying. Not much support bands, huh? Nothing. Oh, this is the bear market low. So guys, trading this right now, I would highly say it's not the strongest coin to trade right now. Investing, I think it's a good time to invest and accumulate some 𝗦𝗛𝗧𝗔𝗥𝗧. But when it comes to trading this right now, there ain't much supports here. So this is something our dollar cost, be patient with. Not the best, right? Not much supports. You look at support areas right now, not much at all. Okay, next one, sir. Say, everyone short time frame, huh? Interesting. Okay, say is actually looking a little bit stronger than the rest of the market. Let's see. Oof. Just resistance, sir. Let's go here to 15 minutes. Let's see. A buy's coming pretty soon on the 15 minutes. Okay, so short time frame. Your buys are here at the 16.6, and there's another one at 16.2. Okay, that's your buy zones. So that's where buy zones will come. RSI is making its way down. Buy zones will be pretty triggered. So that means there's a short-term bouncing coming here for some trades. Very good. When it comes to the higher time frame, let's have a look and see anything on the high time frame. Not much. So it's basically telling you that the next short-term bounce at income, buy it, make some money, get out, because the bigger support is sitting here at this 14.8, 15 cent mark over here. And that is the one that you want to be catching. Okay, guys, reminder, you have time to join Club if you want to join today. I am doing FOMC live with Club tonight, right? We are in. The whole entire team is going to be there. And you know, we're going to be on the 5-minute trading the crap out of the indicators. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun together, and it's going to be a great time. So again, guys, reminder, school, all here below. Join it. 6 days left. Love you guys lots. See you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Goodbye.